Das hier ist mein Sektor. Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät. Überlebensradar.
Mayday, Mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over. We are sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We are sinking. We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
I would bet that at least once in your life you have felt a pang of regret during an encounter with someone from a different culture when you realized how the experience could be enriched by knowing that person's language. Has this ever happened to you? You visit a food stall at a local market while on holiday, or even in your own city, where the employees are chatting away together in their native language. You order something in English, interrupting their fun conversation. Another local comes by while you are waiting, orders some food in the local language, and starts talking cheerfully with the cook about something. A minute later, the cook stops talking and hands you your plate with a simple, "Thank you, bye." You just missed an authentic culture experience because you couldn't join in. Or what about this? You have a friend from another country we enjoy hanging out with, but you only speak to each other in English. You feel a connection with that person and think they are a great friend, blah blah blah, and then they mention one day about this other group of friends who speaks their native language that they meet up with all the time, but you never been invited because you wouldn't understand what anyone is saying. Okay, so you cannot learn every language in the world and have an intimate knowledge of every single culture out there, but if there is even one culture that you would like to understand better, or even one person in your life you would like to know better, then one of the best ways you can start is by learning to speak their language.
Stand where you're sitting. Teacher enter, no notice. Full insulting. You mother father's manners, this.
सर वो बात ऐसी है.
Speak in English. This English coaching, not a local language.
Actually talk was that sir जी की
Full stop.
Sorry sir.
Sorry ka baby.
Studies have shown that when you make a decision in your second language, you are more likely to think logically and avoid basing your decision in emotion. In other words, you will become more like Star Trek's Mr. Spock. There's no way around it. Humans are emotional creatures. Everyone is guilty of making decisions too hastily and too emotionally. But if you learn to speak another language, you will learn to think in that language, and when you think about your decision in other language, that emotional base tends to go away and you end up choosing the more logical outcome. Bollywood films or manga, the world is full of non-English works of creative art. Don't you wish you could appreciate some of them in the original language rather than relying on badly translated subtitle, which lose much of the charm that made the original product popular to begin with? You may find translations, but you would be surprised what is lost in translation. If you are a fan of any type of foreign media, or you would like to be, but you aren't interested in experiencing it in English because of all nonsense lost in translation, then this is an excellent reason to start learning that new language. You will already have a very clear goal in mind, so you will know what type of vocab will be most useful to learn, and you can use those materials as a study aid as you progress in your new language. Everyone has their own unique reasons for wanting to learn another language, but while the reasons may be different, they can all be put into action in the same way, by committing to stop making excuses and to start speaking the language you have always wanted to learn. Once you have held your very first conversation in the foreign language, trust me, you will never look back.
तेरा हाय रे जबरा होए रे जबरा फैन हो गया मैं तेरा हाय रे जबरा होए रे जबरा